to prove something, and they did that. And this team has just hung in there all year long. I said it. It's a special group, and the hard part of this is that it's over for this season because it is a special group, you know. And but hey, that's if you got to go down that one, if it's the last one for the season, then man, what better way to go out than that for 2022. I told them they had Victory Monday. Yeah, it was. I'll say this. How about our fans out there? I mean, at the end of that, we had some fans out there in Lambeau. So that was evident. You could see it coming out. When I came out early in the game, I'm looking. I said, okay, we got some blue here. And then at the end, you could hear them. But listen, it's a great feeling. And to win in a game like that, division opponent, on the road, they're playing for everything, and we're playing for something too. And for them to come through, it was a great feeling. I just told them how proud I was of them, and then the end there at the end, you know, to finish it out on offense after the defense had done so well all game, you know, and just hung in there and kept battling and didn't allow them to score points, and offensively we woke up and made plays at the right time. And look, you knew it was going to be that type of game. I mean, this is a good team. It's a good team. It's a good defensive team as well. And you know, it was cold. There was a little wind out there, and the field was a bit of a mess. And so, you know, it was going to take a certain type of game. But our guys played their hearts out. So it was great. Yeah. No. Listen, I told them this morning that I knew that, you know, they're going to check. I mean, we're all going to check. I just didn't want them, if they could keep from it, to just watch every play of it because of that. Now, we had to go out to pregame warm-up while they're in overtime and all those, but I think you got to be careful getting invested in it emotionally because it could drain. But basically, we found out, you know, in pregame warm-up or coming off, and I'm telling you, we were unfazed. We knew what we were coming in here for, and it was to gain some respect and show what we're capable of, no matter what happened. And we knew the only way to do that is to win. And so our guys were locked in. That they were unaffected by that because we knew what the objective was. No, look, we have to, everything next year, it's a new year, and we'll get into that when it comes. I love the foundation of this team. I love the core of this team. That's the youth, and that's the veterans that we have, the guys that we have re-signed here, the guys that we plan on re-signing. But the guys that are here are people that fit us, but you got to start all over again. Next year, you got to start all over. You got to build that camaraderie, you got to build that chemistry. It's got to all start over. But I do like where we're at. And look, Green Bay will be reloaded next year. They'll be ready to go. Chicago will be better. Minnesota will be better. I don't know. They'll be competitive, whatever they are. And so I don't want to say passing the torch. I just know this. I know we're in play. I know we have a team that can compete, and we're only going to get better. And that's what you want. You want to know you got a chance. Am I talking loud? Because I've got this toboggan on.
He's been a rock for you. Just how proud were you of him?
Jamal? Yeah. He got one of the game balls.
Get the Barry Sanders record.
Yeah, it was awesome.
1,000 yards.
Yep.
Help you guys win against his former team. How happy are you for him?
Everybody's happy for Jamal, and because I can tell you this, offensively, all those guys, the fact that he got 1,000 yards and he beat Barry's record or surpassed it means a lot to that offensive line, the tight end, everybody involved in that run game. Hell, the receivers have a hand in it, but everybody to a man they're excited for Jamal. I mean, they are, because he's the ultimate team guy. He's an energy guy. If he's not practicing, you got to sit him. You have to force him to sit down because he won't say a word. He'll go out there every day, even if he's probably shouldn't be practicing. And that's the way he's wired. And he's one of the most unselfish players that I've ever been around. And he is all about it for the team. But he is, man. He brings some energy to us, and I tell you what, man. He in some critical moments today. Once again, he showed up, and he's one of the most consistent players we have. I've said that from day one. You can always bank on the production you're going to get from him. You know exactly what he's going to do. He'll be where he's supposed to be when he's supposed to be there.
This was the first chance for some players to play in this kind of setting. What did you learn about Hutchinson?
Yeah, I don't know if I learned anything. Let's put it this way. Honestly, it verified what I thought, and it wasn't too big for them. And they went out there and played ball. They went out there, and what you love is you could feel our guys having fun, and they were playing ball, and certainly were playing at an NFL level, but they look like kids again. They're out there, and they're enjoying every minute of it, and man, that's what you want. You don't want, when it's a hustle or it's the last game, and it's just why am I out here? Why am I? And no, man, it's about improving. It's about competing. It'll always be about competing, and so no, it was good to see them go out and do what they've done every week. Like, hey, man, it doesn't matter what stage we're on. We're going to go out and produce, and so it's good for those guys.
Yeah, the way you guys started winning early, started tripping lines, and you were able to overcome some of the things that you were able
Yes.
to do. You had two really good penalties that took away a touchdown from you today. Took away turnovers. It's kind of epitomized maybe that resiliency, but still.
It does. You have. I don't care what kind of team you are, or what you think you are, or want to be. Like, you have to be able to overcome errors, mistakes that'll come up. Now, you don't want to. Certainly the better teams don't make those, but yet you'll always get a few. And the teams that can overcome those, and they can bounce back, and they can convert, or they can get off the field on defense, those are usually pretty good teams. And we are. Really, the back half of the season, we found a way to overcome those. We get in some tough third downs early in the year. We were able to overcome them, and those were big because we couldn't do those. But no, it says a lot.
And the way you guys closed it out, running the ball, going for it on fourth down, even a little bit of a trick play, almost like purposeful, like stamping that's what you guys are about right from the very end. Is that the way you would run it?
No, I don't think that's what it was about. Like, this is, we're going to just do this for. We really, look, we like to play. We're always going to have some things in there that are a little bit maybe out of the norm is the way to say it. But I don't think that was, hey, let's call this because we're going to put a stamp on this. We just knew the play would work. I think that's the best way to say it. And we were getting into the hands of two hands that we trusted. One was Saint, and then Saint to Swift. And then the last play there, the fourth down, was let's let Goff finish this out for us. Let's let him win this game, So we put the big hat on him, and we had a feeling what they would be in, and we believe in Goff. He's been the guy that's played lights out for the back half of this season, really all season. He just had some things, some bumps, like all of us did early in the year, but we wanted to let's put the onus on him, man. Let's let him win this for us, and he did that. I mean, you talk about playing in rhythm, and it was huge. And Shark, the whole deal was, man, that's the way you want it to end. It was perfect,
Coach, you two being here to play here, we're talking, how meaningful it is for you to want to change this culture here. So you heard on and over the same old lines. How does it feel when you hear people say the brand new lines? That's something that you embrace?
Yeah, I mean, look, that's certainly, I don't want to hear that anymore, the same old line. That's what all this is about. I mean, there's so many things, and it all comes with winning. But look, this is a part of, man, I wanted to be part of building a brand new brand, and so I like that, and that's the point. But I also know you want to do that, man, you really got to get in the dance. You got to get in the tournament, and then you got to make some waves in the tournament. So that's the next step. We've improved. every year. We improved last year. That was a special group, even though we only won 3 games. And we kept a lot of those guys. And guess what? We got 9 wins this season. And we were 5-1 in the division. We got better. And next year we'll be better. And but next year's about, man, let's get it in the dance, and then let's see what we can do when we get in there.